It is pumpkin season, so tonight I am going to make my son some pumpkin donuts. These are baked in the oven and they have pumpkin in them. Okay, so I have these donut molds I got off Amazon a few years ago, and these are for baking donuts in the oven. I'm gonna go ahead and spray them with some nonstick spray, set them to the side. My oven is preheated to 350, so I'm gonna move these. Have my big polka dot bowl. We are gonna start by adding our wet ingredients. We're gonna start by adding one 15-ounce can of pumpkin. Fall is coming, so it should be a little bit easier to find pumpkin. I got lucky the last time I grocery shopped, I found a couple of cans, so I just went ahead and got them because I figured I'd be doing some fall baking. So we're gonna put this in the bowl to start, and I'm not gonna use the big stand mixer this time. I'm just gonna use a little hand mixer so y'all can see that you don't need a big mixer to be able to make stuff. All right, now I'm going to add 3 eggs, which I'm gonna crack in this measuring cup first. I always do that so shells don't get in my food if I should break an egg weird, which I thought I just got a shell in there, but I didn't, thank God. Okay, so we're gonna add 3 eggs. And then we are going to add 1/2 cup of vegetable oil. All right, next we are going to add 1½ teaspoons of pumpkin pie spice, which, ooh, I need to get some more because now I'm going to be out. So I'll add that to my grocery list. And then we're going to add 1½ teaspoons of baking powder. Okay, so that's 1. Okay, and then 1½ teaspoons of salt. Seems like a lot, but I guess you have to add salt to combat the sugar. I stopped the video for a sec just to make sure it was supposed to be 1½ teaspoons of salt because it just seems like a lot to me, but I guess that's how much you're supposed to add. All right, I'm gonna get my sugar. I'm gonna add 1½ cups of sugar, and I'm gonna mix it up before I add in my flour. So that's 1. And here's 1/2. Okay, so let me put my little, get all the sugar out of there. It's sticking. Here too. There we go. Let me put my little beaters in and I'll mix this up. All right, let's go ahead and mix this up. We're just going to kind of put this on the side here, and we're going to get our flour. I'm just going to give it a little scraping. Make sure everything's getting mixed up. All right, now I'm going to get my flour. So I have 1 3/4 cup of flour. I'm going to add it in vacuum. of my mixer. Oops. I kind of like to clean up as I go. So I'm gonna put the mixer up, the beaters up. And then we are gonna take this, turn my light back on, it went off. And I'm gonna kind of just mix it around like this. There we go. There we go, looks good. Okay, and what I'm gonna do to make this easier is I'm gonna put it in a Ziploc bag and pipe it into my donut things. I'm gonna use a large Ziploc bag, and I'm gonna get my flat tip, if I can find it. Let's see, there it is. All right. So I'm going to take my piping bag. I'm going to cut a hole right here. Big enough for the tip to go in. Just like that. And then I'm going to start putting my batter in here. I'm really gonna try not to get it everywhere, because I usually do get it everywhere. Come on, tip, go back in that corner. There it goes. All right, here we go. And I'll smooth this around in a minute. Oops. Had to get it in the right hand. I'll fix it, don't worry. My piping skills aren't fantastic. Did I say spills or skills? I don't know. What is this? Go. Make sure they're all filled up good. They'll probably overflow, but that's fine because they'll all eat the same. All right, that's good. So out of that batch, I got 12. All right, so now I'm going to take my little spatula. I'm going to clean up this right here, and I'm just going to kind of there we go. Just make sure it's all in the little mold and not everywhere looking crazy. All right, I'm going to tap out some of the air. These are going to go in the oven at 350 for about 16 to 17 minutes. All right, they just came out of the oven. I'm going to let them cool for just a minute before I take before I even attempt to take them out of the molds because they will fall straight apart. All right, so the donuts are finally cool enough to take out of the mold. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. These are kind of dense. They're not light and fluffy donuts. I'm gonna fit these all on one plate. I'm determined. Come on, I can do it. That one didn't want to come out of the mold. Move them a little further out. There we go. Oh, come on. Oh, maybe if I do this. Yeah, kind of like that. There we go. That is just fine. Oop. There. And then we'll put these like that in the middle. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take just a little bit of sugar and just a little bit of cinnamon. Sprinkle it on top. Okay, so I've got some sugar here. I'm gonna mix in a little cinnamon. Just gonna sprinkle it on the top. They're still kind of warm on the top, so hopefully this will sink in somewhat. I'm gonna make sure each one of them gets some. All right, there we go. There are our beautiful donuts.